Ekster.com. Ekster.com is one of our favorite freaking websites to visit. They drop a lot of new stuff every once in a while, but one of our favorite products is the card holder wallet.
Absolutely. Carbon fiber?
Dude, it's so satisfying. Yeah, it's so satisfying to look at and to use. With the trigger mechanism, you cannot go wrong. You'll be having people turn their heads at a gas station going, the hell is that? You know? Great product. They make a really cool gift for men. Women too.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Is it your grandpa, if it's your grandpa's birthday, or if your brother is getting married, I don't know, maybe.
Next Father's Day, who knows?
Yeah. If you are interested, use code 2am at ekster.com at checkout to save. You will not regret it.
Absolutely. And next up on the lineup, we've got the good old ButcherBox, high quality grass-fed beef, pasture-raised chicken, wild-caught salmon. I mean, these guys have all the cuts available.
Beautiful words.
And the taste is just absolutely phenomenal. You can even tell with the quality of the fat, yellow, orangish tint. It's beautiful. So that's it's something we certainly have to stock up on again.
Okay.
Put up on the Barbie.
Hell yeah, dude, on the Barbie.
Become Australian all of a sudden, New Zealand.
I love me a good old Barbie.
But yeah, it's a great way to get your protein. I mean, all of the essential amino acids and minerals found in meat.
Yeah.
High quality meat. So use code 2AM podcast for a good deal on that end. I believe you get free chicken, salmon, or beef with every box for the next year if you use our special code. And from there, enjoy your protein.
Yes. How could we forget? Dude, we all love coffee. But what we love even more is a RareBird coffee.
Where's the RareBird out here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the RareBird.
It's out here somewhere. They're trying to go to sleep right now, but yeah. RareBird coffee is a paraxanthine coffee. It is a metabolite of caffeine. That's what paraxanthine is, technically. So you don't get any of the negative effects with coffee. So that means you can have it in the evening.
Hello.
I know I'm gonna brew me some after this, but yeah, go ahead and check them out, guys. At least give it a try, and don't forget to use code 2AM at checkout for that at rarebird.coffee.
Into the episode.
Yes, sir. Welcome back from Jordan, dude.
Thank you, good sir.
Yeah.
We find ourselves in a beautiful park. Golden hour, surrounded by trees and wildlife. What more could you want from a return episode after sitting in the middle seat for 16 hours? From the Middle East to fucking the Southern California, bro.
Dude. Honestly, man, look. We're lucky we're human.
We're lucky we're not a sloth, you know?
Because we adapt, you know?
Fair enough.
And I remember the miserable flights. The misery, and just sitting in the middle seat alone is like...
Bro, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
You're not even comfortable.
You're not. You know, especially if you're not comfortable, like, touching people next to you, shoulder to shoulder. You're just like...
And then, dude, you're like
this?
Especially with me, I was like, the first, I think, 48 hours, I got 5 hours of sleep. Unheard of for me. The last 48 hours, maybe 10 hours of sleep.
Damn.
So I find myself in this position, dozing off, waking up, dozing off, waking up, even getting down on the tray table and trying to sleep.
That hurts your back, by the way.
Yeah. It's not ideal.
No, dude, it's... You wake up, and the thing is, it's like, you believe that you slept, like, dude, a good 3-4 hours, at least, right? And then you're like, 15 hours?
Yeah, no.
How?
Wait, you can manage to sleep throughout the whole...
No, I can't. No, there's no way.
I can't sleep at all.
Dude, I literally, like, if I am traveling, this is just me, okay? I think everyone knows themselves the best. I need to do something. I need to write, read, watch things, listen to music, listen to things. Like, I need to be doing something constantly.
Well, that works if you have connection.
And I have to plan it out, yeah.
Emirates apparently had Wi-Fi connection, but it took a shit right as we boarded.
Oh my God.
So
yeah, that actually happens a lot.
It sucks, bro.
Yeah. I just have to go on Netflix and download a couple movies, you know, because I can't even rely on their screen sometimes.
You've got to prepare for that.
Exactly. 2 pairs of headphones, just in case.
I watched Oppenheimer on the way there.
No way.
It was actually pretty interesting how they cut it up.
What I find hilarious on flights is that they'll always have like these plane horror story movies, like where it's like on a plane and then it just happens to crash. And, you know, people are like enjoying the shit mid-flight, and I'm like, Are you insane?
Are you crazy?
You're on a flight, dude. That's like being on a cruise and watching Titanic. Yeah.
Bro, that reminds me of on the way back, the last flight, like towards the end, maybe the last 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
There was a bit of turbulence. Like you could see the interior of the plane shake, and everybody was freaking out, bro. They thought this plane was gonna go down.
Bro, speaking of planes.
We were going through a basic layer of cloud cover. Of course, the fucking helicopters come in.
Well, I think that's a plane.
No, it's a helicopter.
Oh, is it? That's funny. As the plane's coming down, oh my.
But it's interesting to see the people who are calm in that scenario.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even wearing my seatbelt, I'll be honest.
Dude.
During that turbulence?
Yeah.
And there was a part of me that was like, is this the one time where I'm gonna get screwed because I never wore my seatbelt?
No, dude.
But everyone else is like, every time. Shook.
Yeah.
Got freaked out, dude. It was so funny. But dude, I can only imagine.
Air bumps.
I can only imagine how terrifying it is if you have serious turbulence and you're actually going down.
Yeah.
You can't think.
You're just like, what can you do?
You just accept it. I'm gonna die.
You're free falling as a group now.
Yeah. These are my homies that I'm gonna die with, you know?
It sucks, bro. It really does suck. I don't know. But yeah, you're basically in a huge climate change, basically.
It was good to be back in Jordan. It wasn't as hot as I thought it would be. A little bit more humid than here. But I mean, maybe 93 at the highest.
Also, Jordan, to anyone that doesn't know, is not an Arabian desert. Okay, it's hilly.
Yeah.
It's like San Fran.
What I was angry about though is that the last 2 days we were planning to go to Petra, Wadi Rum, Wadi Araba, and I think one other place to literally camp out in the desert for 2 nights. We were gonna shoot off M16s, do the whole 9 yards.
It didn't happen?
But in order to extend the plane ticket, it would be like an extra $700.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. Decisions, man. It's all about decisions. It's kind of like, is it time for it? Is this a calling for me to not do it? Or is it a calling for me to do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I thought I could make it work, but it couldn't justify the price. It was a lot of money. For like an extra 2 or 3 days with a 17-hour layover somewhere else.
Yeah, dude. Malaysia.
Malaysia. Which, isn't that a nice country?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. But
travel's fun, man. It's needed.
It is needed. It's the reset button for a human, you know?
Yeah.
If you're always synced up to this platform called home, you're in need of like a refresh. And I think that is the reset button right there. It's travel. And it's travel with like, the thing is like you can plan travel and be like, oh, I'm doing a business trip. And then as soon as you're like in your terminal in LA, for example, you already feel like you're disconnected.
Yeah. You feel like you're in a different world. But yeah, I mean, interesting experience, Dubai airport. Oh,
it's a mall.
talk about a leg up an entire universe outside of LAX.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they run stuff is just excellent.
It's interesting, right?
It's very interesting.
It's all Indians.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
I like how we were about to laugh.
I was shocked.
But it's true, yeah.
I was actually shocked by how many of them there were.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just like, it's Dubai, like.
No, and they're very professional too.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
I think traveling to a place like Jordan, which is what, technically second world? It's not third world.
It's not third world. It's, I don't know, second world.
It makes you appreciate a lot of the stuff here. Like the DMV, as much as we bitch about it here.
Yeah, like the system.
It's flawless compared to over there.
Yeah, because the DMV, all you have to do is wait your turn, technically. Like what? You know?
Yeah.
There's nothing really third world about it.
Yeah. Imagine the DMV, but birth certificates get done there, land proposals and paperwork gets done there. Everything gets done there. So you have a bunch of people and it's not organized.
Yeah. Horrible.
It's
That's
terrible.
horrific, dude. You gotta wake up at 4 a.m. just to go take care of things by 10 p.m.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What did you do?
Yeah, it's cool.
While I was gone?
Dude, I was booked up on work, man.
Good.
Yeah. Been cool. Anyone that paid attention to my Instagram, I'm hiring right now, which is cool.
LA Pomona area?
Yep. LA, Pomona area, Covina, Glendale, you know.
Who knows,
areas.
maybe somebody from the pod might sign up for that.
Hey, if anyone is in those areas, hit me up. Send a DM. I'll be sure to put you as one of the inquiry heads.
Yeah.
First to join. Haha.
Yeah. I'm liking this nomad energy.
It's dope.
It's different, dude.
Yeah.
Like to watch the sunset, golden hour,
Yeah.
be outside.
Watch that plane take off. It's cool.
Yeah.
Nothing beats California, man. I was talking to an elderly man today. He was selling his home and he was moving to South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I've been in this house for 27 years. I've been married for 54. And let me tell you, man, nothing beats California. But the reason why I'm moving has nothing to do with the economy. He said Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, bro.
The fact that Prop 13 has basically vanished, and this is the second time in history that's happened because of Gavin Newsom.
Which is what, by the way?
Prop 13? Prop 13, just to be more accurate, is...
This isn't the recent child transgender law that he...
No.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, shit. Just to be accurate for our viewers.
I can't think of a more textbook definition of a sleazy politician than Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, he looks picture perfect. He's like, you know, he plays the part, looks excellent on the screen, but behind closed doors, this guy's just a monster.
Yeah, like his decisions prove that.
Single-handedly ruined California.
Yeah, and it's his ideas. Like, he just sparks things that are just like, why? Why was that needed, you know?
Yeah.
Prop 13, adopted by California voters in 1978, mandates a property tax rate of 1%, requires that properties be assessed at market value at the time of sales, and allows assessments to rise by no more than 2% per year until the next sale.
Mm.
So that, to him as an investor and as a resident and all that, he was just fed up with it. Like, he's like, what? That was like one of the last things he was clinging on with, like, you know, California being decent. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't even in good shape. It was
Like, that was the
just
most
decent.
important
Yeah,
thing to him.
exactly. So that was the final straw, basically. Once he saw that, he's like, I'm out, man. Like, I can't do this. I don't blame him. He's older now and all that. So we were discussing how California is nothing but it's only good when you can unplug from work, you're financially chilling, and you get to enjoy the nature of it here. Because where do you find mountains, beach, farm, and all that within like a 70-mile radius?
Yeah, you can knock it out
One of the
in one
only
day.
states.
Yeah.
That's
One
crazy.
day easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if it takes a man, if a man comes to the decision that he needs to leave Southern California, one of the most beautiful places on earth, and go to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Not that it's not beautiful. I'm sure it is in some areas. I think that's it's a big tell as to how poorly run the leadership it has, you know, taken this country. It's sad, but I hope things change.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, dude, but he's like, yeah, the more people I talk to, the more that they're like, damn, we're all on the same wavelength. We all want to leave here. But again, California's nice.
I'm not of that philosophy, dude. I don't want to leave. Like, it's not, this Orange County is a nice area.
It is.
And here's the thing. I've always believed this. If you want to level up in life, stick in an area that necessitates that you level up.
Yeah. Like here. I mean, that's what's cool about here. But I think each person's going to have their own kind of opinion and philosophy on that because it depends on their position
Yeah.
in whatever they're doing, their goals in life, you know? I mean, I can't put myself in shoes of a person that has to take care of their parents, for example, their elderly parents, and they're both like, let's just say one's an amputee and the other one has Alzheimer's. That's a huge commitment. Like, your life trajectory and your goals are completely different.
It's rough.
Yeah, you might not even have personal goals at that point. You're literally living just to take care of them, you know? So I don't know. They might have a different philosophy. Being a business owner versus working for a company, I don't know, might have different.
Yeah. All depends on the individual.
Yeah. I don't know. I think as much as I traveled in my youth and till this day, I always feel like I am a citizen of the earth because I did live in Qatar. I lived a little bit in Saudi, a little bit in Egypt, and then I was born here. I lived majority of my life in California.
Is that what your passport says? Citizen of the earth?
I hope. I really hope.
Why don't we get that label? That's a badass label.
Yeah. Citizen of the earth. I belong everywhere.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah,
Like you
man.
said, the ability to adapt, I think, is key.
Yeah.
It might suck in the beginning if you're not used to traveling, but you can adapt. You'll get used to it.
Yeah. On that note, don't forget to travel. Make time for it. I mean, I used to travel and spend more than what I had in my bank account. Just to experience things at a young age before I was actually committed to things. And I think it shapes you differently. It helps you gain access to more clever and creative ideas. And it makes you more understanding on things that you might have been locked up in, you know? Like there's things that you couldn't have accessed without travel. And that might not even make sense. Until you travel, you'd be like, I don't know. I can now see that there are other communities that have no resemblance to my bubble, you know?
And think completely opposite to what I think.
So now you're being exposed to different bubbles and communities and ways of communicating and life and all that. So that's the beauty in it. And I think those are the things that are going to make you wiser the older you get, which is that on top of experience and relationships and all that.
Yeah. Like, I think it's a special place, it's a special kind of hell to be able to live in like a little community and not leave that community at all. Like, just think about how rigid your mindset would have to be or would become. And, I mean, yeah, you don't know anything else outside of that.
Yeah. Must suck to be locked up in your own little prison without knowing it. That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a thumbs up on YouTube. Go ahead and rate us 5 stars on Spotify. I know our episode's gonna be relatively quicker now. It just depends on the time of day and what is needed to be said. We wholeheartedly just enjoy doing this, and this conversation was pretty cool.
We've made some huge strides with the podcast monetarily
Yeah.
as of the past month or so. So
We're still looking for a studio, so
yeah. As you can see, this is not going to be our studio.
we could rent peer spaces, but we're just like, let's just experiment for a little bit, you know? And I kind of like it.
The beauty and the creativity.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, and do not forget, go ahead and rate us 5 stars on Spotify, give us a follow so you don't miss a single update or episode. We're also available on Instagram at the 2AM Podcast. If you have a Twitter or X, go ahead and follow us at 2AM Pod. If you don't want to follow us on either one of those, follow the newsletter at least at the2ampodcast.com.
Hello.
Yep, we got our own website. For any business inquiries, go ahead. You'll find the contact info on the website as well. Yeah. Until next time, guys, we will catch you.
Peace.
Later.